What's up YouTube, my name's Will, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about the car guy's best friend, OBDeleven. So, for those of you who don't know, the OBDeleven, this little miracle box here, is essentially a little Bluetooth diagnostic tool for your VW Audi group vehicles. So that's VWs, Audis, Seats, Skodas, all of the above. Now obviously I have an Audi A3, and in this video what I want to do is basically show you guys some free mods that you can do, my top recommended things that you can do to your car for absolutely free if you have this device. Now it is worth mentioning that there are different kind of levels of this that you can get. I think there's 3 different levels. There's just the standard, the pro and the ultimate. Now if you get the standard, you'll only be able to do the one-click modifications or adaptations. If you go for the pro or above, you will be able to do long coding. I have the pro. I think with the pro it comes with either 100 or 200 credits, but I'll explain the credit system in a little bit. First of all, let's show you guys exactly how this works. So you're going to take the OBDeleven plug and you're going to plug it into the OBD port just underneath the dash, just here. So you can see there it's plugged in, the ignition's on, it has power, the light is red. That is because it is not paired to a device. Okay, so you have your device plugged in. Now all you're going to want to do is open up your OBDeleven VAG app. Now it looks like this. We're going to click on it. You can see I'm in my garage here, so there's my old A4, this A3 and Ben's Caddy. So they're all the vehicles that I've plugged this into before. Now what we're going to do, if you go to the home page and click connect, the device is going to come up. We're going to click to connect. It's going to take a couple of seconds to connect. Okay, so we're now connected, and I can, at this point, I can scan the car for run diagnostics, see if there's any faults or anything like that. Once it's connected, you'll notice that the light will turn blue and then it will flash white on the device. What I can do from here is I can tap, and it's going to scan all of the modules to check if there's any faults. Now I'm not going to go into too much detail about this feature. Obviously this is kind of the main reason why you would buy one of these tools, is for diagnosing problems. It's helped me many times kind of figure out what exactly is going wrong with the car, being able to get a specific fault code and look that up and see what part could potentially be causing issues, rather than having to bring it to a garage or a dealer or someone to, you know, plug in a full VAGCOM system to try and diagnose a problem. If you're a DIYer like myself and Ben, this device is really, really good. So this would be the main reason why you would buy one of these devices. But today I'm going to be showing you guys all the different little mods you can do to your car just with this device. So I do also want to mention at this point that there are, I believe there's 2 different versions of the device you can get. One is for Android, one is for iPhone. I will of course leave links to both of those down in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to Amazon, where you can get one of these for yourself. But again guys, the main reason that we're here today is for the little mods that you can do, so let's get into that. Okay, so enough messing around, let's get into this. So where you want to go is you want to go to this apps section down the bottom here, and it's going to bring up all the adjustments and things that you can change literally with a click of a button. And as you can see, there is any god's amount of them here, but I'm just going to be showing you guys my favorites today. Now you see on the side of each of these where it says in the corner has 1 and a little C, and then 10 and a little C, 10. There's some here that are like 100. Lane assist, for example, is 100. Now everything that you do is going to cost credits. Now you will get 100 or 200 credits depending on how many you want to get when you buy the device from Amazon. However, you can buy credits once you run out of that 100 or 200 you get at startup. You can, I think 10 credits is like €4 or something like that, and then obviously the more credits you buy, the less cost it is per credit. You did used to be able to watch ads for free and get credits, but I'm not sure if that's still a thing. I think it was up to 5 ads you could watch daily to earn credits, but we'll leave that alone for now. So the first thing that I'm going to recommend that you guys do to your A3 or your Golf or whatever it is that you guys are in is the needle sweep. Now I know this is a little bit like, it doesn't do anything to the car, but I think it's really, really cool. So as you can see here, it's down under gauge test / needle sweep, and I have this turned on from day one. So literally all you have to do is click into it, click change value. You can see mine says that the current value is on. That's because I already have it done. So all you would do there is click on, and it'll come up with a little tick and say, yep, that's it, that's all coded in. So that is my number one. The next thing that I was really excited to do when I got this device was, I don't know if any of you guys, now if you're a car guy, I'm sure you've watched Fast and Furious. In the first Fast and Furious, when they're all running away from the cops at the first car meet that you kind of see, and all the car chirps are going off, like the little lock chirps.
Oh shit, we got cops, 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 cops!
I've always wanted that on my own car, so that is going to be the unlock sound settings. So we're going to go into this top one here. As you can see, we're going to have a via horn or via a sounder. I have mine done via the beep sounder, so I'll show you guys a little clip here of what it sounds like when I lock and unlock the car. That's just a cool little thing that I personally thought was awesome, and it's a little kind of like hit tap to Fast and Furious to me. If you're a car guy, you have to love Fast and Furious. Now, I know they've gone a bit kind of mad in recent years, but at least the first three, you have to admit. Now, the next one. This one is going to be the first kind of performance-related one. So it's going to be the throttle pedal response. So you can basically adjust this so that you get extra sensitivity out of your throttle, and there's not as much of a lag between when you put your foot down to the floor and when the car actually, and when the throttle actually opens up. So that's a really good one to do. Another thing that I think is really cool, now, like on all the newer cars, you see these sequential like scanning indicators. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the money to be spending on a brand new set of like sequential tail lights for this, so I thought, what's the next best thing I can try and code it so that they're semi-sequential, because obviously on the A3, if you have, or on any hatchback, half of the indicator, like half of the tail lights are on the boot and some are on the actual rear of the car. So I could try to see, can I make those indicate separately? And you can, and it's down under urban joke, right? I don't know why it's called this, it just is, but essentially this is semi-sequential indicators. Now, I have this turned on already, but again, same thing, you would go in, click change value, click it to on, and it codes it straight away. Now, I will just quickly mention at this point, again, you need to have the ignition on when you're doing this, when you're doing any of this coding. Now, I think personally that it's really cool that this device allows you to do all of these things with literally like a one tap change value type thing, rather than long coding. Again, as mentioned previously, I do have the Pro version. With the Pro version and up, you can do long coding if you want. The app does enable this, but I just think the one-click functionality is really cool. Now, the next thing I think a lot of people might do, I haven't done this myself, but I'm going to mention it because I think it's something that other people might do, is the mirror dip. So this obviously is going to automatically lower the electric mirrors when you put the car into reverse. It's going to dip them so you can kind of see where you're going. You can also code in the folding mirrors and stuff like that if you have the electric folding mirrors already set up on your car, or if you retrofit them, there is an option to do that in this app. Now, this is one of those things where you could do it through the Audi MMI, however it's much easier literally just to open this app and click and change one button. Something else that you can change through the MMI, but again is a lot easier just to use that app, is the windows. So it's the windows from remote that I'm looking for here. Windows function from remote. Now, I have this done, so essentially what this is that if you hold the unlock button when you unlock the car, it'll drop all of the windows, and the reverse, if you hold the lock button, all the windows go up. I think it's just a really cool thing to be able to do. Say if you're driving, you have the windows down, it's a warm day or whatever, you get out the car, you lock it, you walk away, and then you go, ah, bollocks, I forgot to put my windows up. You can just hold the lock button, all the windows will go up. It's dead handy to have. This next one is going to be to do with the brake lights. So I think it's called high intensity brake lights, maybe. Could be emergency either. Emergency braking lights. Yeah, it's emergency braking lights. So As it says here, during hard braking, the brake lights will flash, and also you can also code it in to turn the hazard lights on as well. Now this is obviously under really harsh braking. If you're going, you know, above sort of 50 mile an hour, 70 kilometers an hour, and you stand on the brakes like an emergency stop, it's just to like give something extra for people behind you to know that you're stopping in a hurry. Now this last one I have, because as you can see, I have a dog and he's with me in the car a lot. So the reason that I'm going to suggest this one is for people like me, or it could just be for, you know, if you're moving the car around, like say you have a yard, or you're just taking on a quick test drive, something like that. Again, I don't condone going on the roads without wearing a seatbelt, but this, for me, because the dog's always in the car and he's kind of got weight on the seats in the back, the seatbelt chime does sometimes go off when I'm driving, and it's really, really irritating. So I have this turned off. You can disable the seatbelt warning if somebody isn't wearing the seatbelt. So they're kind of the main mods, if you like, that I kind of would recommend anybody doing, which are kind of my favorite ones you can do with this app. The next couple of things aren't really mods, they're more just cool features that are worthy of note. So instead here, you can see currently we're in adjustments here. We're going to go over to workshop. Now what we can do here is we can you can test the brake lights, you can do fucking reverse lights, everything like that. But what we're going to be doing here is the oil service reset. So obviously me and Ben service our own vehicles, and I don't like the whole way of doing the resets, where I think the oil reset you can do using the Audi MMI. I'm not sure about Golfs or anything like that, but like in Ben's van, if you watch that video that we did the service on that, we showed you the way to do it manually, where it's like, you know, put your foot on the brake, turn the key, hold this button at the same time, and then once you've held that, go over here, hold this, turn the hazards on, and then like, it's a whole thing. Like, it's so much easier just to go in here, click reset, and be done with it. So cool to know you can do the oil service reset in here, even though you can do it on the Audi MMI. The other thing is you can do the service interval reset, inspection service reset, sorry, is what it's called. So this you can't do in the MMI. Normally you would have to bring this to, you know, like the garage, or whoever was doing the service for you could plug in their diagnostic tool and reset it using that. But with this tool, like, you can do it yourself. So that's definitely worth knowing. Another good thing to know if you do your own brakes and stuff is brake pads replacement mode. So obviously if you have an electric handbrake, like, you know, the Audi A3 or the S3 or the any of the newer Golfs, any newer car really would have an electric handbrake. If you go to do the discs and pads and you try to stick your piston wind back tool in there and wind back the piston without doing this, you're going to blow up the piston. So this is a very good thing to have, otherwise you're going to have to bring it to a garage and get them to do it. So instead of, like you see here where we've got number 1, 2, 3, 4, like all this information here, instead of doing all that, we're just going to go select value, click open, take the pads out, wind the piston back, put the new pads in, and then put it back on the car, hit close, and then hit test. Job done. Very, very handy. The last kind of workshopy thing I'm going to mention, so obviously we had at the start of the video, we had our diagnostics here, so again we can kind of go through all the different control units and see exactly what the fault code is. We go into the fault, we go into this, it's going to show me the fault code and the status, so we can do that. The other option we do have is live data. We can get all sorts of cool stuff, so we can see the coolant temperature, the absolute intake pressure, engine speed, vehicle speed, the intake air temperature. We can see the throttle valve position, fuel pressure, the charge air temp. We can see engine torque, which is mad, battery voltage. We can see the engine status, fuel level even, which is insane. And we can also see, which is a very good thing like to be able to see if you're going to buy a car is the vehicle distance driven. So like this is reading this from the OBD, so it's reading it from the engine's brain, the computer, so it can't lie, whereas the clock on the dash can lie. So if you're going to buy a car, this is also something else that it's handy. Another reason why you should have one of these is you can check whether, you know, the mileage is legit or not. But all this live data is absolutely insane. You can customize it, so you can just select all, or you can select what you specifically want to see. And again, we do have the long coding here, so there's basically so much stuff that you could do with this app, and I think it's a really good device to have, especially even if you're just going to get the free version for the one tap adaptations and just do the mods that I showed you in this video. I just think it's really cool. The throttle response is a performance mod essentially that you can get for free, so why wouldn't you? So just to go back to the beginning of the video when I said you can clear the codes, I'll show you how to do this quickly now. So we're back at this home screen after we've kind of done our little diagnostic, we've scanned it. All I'm going to do is swipe up to clear these codes, and bam. No engine codes coming up in the system, can go straight in for the MOT, NCT, whatever, and it's going to be all good. The last thing I'm going to show you, obviously we can see the battery voltage here on the left, and I'm going to now click disconnect up on the right when you want to take it out. It's just going to ask you sure you want to disconnect from the vehicle, hit disconnect, and now we can take it out and store it in the center console for use later on. Now guys, if you have enjoyed this video and it's helped you make your mind up if you're going to buy one, or you know, make your mind up on what mods you want to do, please give the video a like. It does help out the channel. If you are going to buy one, make sure, like I said, check out the links in the description below. There'll be one for both Android and iPhone. It'll take you straight to Amazon. You'll be able to get one of these devices for yourself. If you want to see more content like this, then make sure to go down there, click the subscribe button, and ding dong the notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload. If you've got any suggestions on anything else you want to see from me, please do let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.